Equanimity of mind. Every man aspires for happiness and wants to avoid sorrow. But in this world, truth and untruth, righteousness and unrighteousness, justice and injustice pass and change with time. Man should have faith in the ultimate principle, out of which both good and evil arise. Every day, man experiences happiness and sorrow, welcomes affections and aversions, and invites worries and misery. How can man be at peace under these conditions? The true man is one who believes in equanimity in both pain and pleasure. In the same way as one welcomes happiness, he should be able to welcome sorrows also. Buddha, for all of us, symbolizes wisdom, compassion, and absolute reality. Equanimity of mind is best understood when we observe Buddha's reaction to events and non-events in his life. His sense of compassion moves us with its sheer purity and simplicity. There is one little example for this, and let us share with you a day from the life of Buddha. Gautama Buddha was going through a forest towards a town. On the way, he saw a cool stream where he washed his hands and feet and then sat under a tree in meditation. The king of the town was going on horseback by the same way. As he was always at war with other kings to enlarge his own kingdom, his heart was full of hatred, fear, and jealousy. Seeing that a sannyasin was sitting idle with closed eyes under a tree, he got down from the saddle and started shouting angrily at Buddha. "Oh, sannyasin, open your eyes and see who stands in front of you. Even a king like me doesn't sit idle. You sannyasins, feed yourself on others' labor and preach idleness to others as well." Speaking in this tone, he went on pouring hot words of anger and abuse on Gautama till he himself felt tired and exhausted. Gautama, who was calm all the time, slowly opened his eyes and with a smile said to the king, "Sit down, my son. Surely you are tired and thirsty. May I fetch you cool water from that stream?" The king was stunned by these soft and sweet words of love. He immediately felt that the sannyasin must be the great Prince Siddhartha, who had left the pleasures of the palace in search of peace and then become the Buddha or the enlightened one. So he fell at the sannyasin's feet and said, "Please forgive me my grave mistake. Tell me how, in spite of all my anger and abuse, you are so quiet and calm and even so loving towards me." The Buddha said, "My son, Suppose you offer a plate full of sweets to another, and he doesn't accept it. Where does it go then? Prompt came the answer for the king. Of course, it goes back to the giver. Then, don't you see that I haven't accepted a single word of all that you said? How then can those words hurt me? The king now felt sure that the sannyasin was no other than the Buddha himself. Bowing down, he said again, "Oh enlightened one, please show me the way to real happiness." Buddha's eyes gleamed with the light of divine wisdom, and he said, "My son, anger, greed, jealousy, fear, and all such passion rob man of all his happiness. Contentment, peace, and love are the basis of true happiness in life. He who has no contentment and peace is a beggar. He who doesn't help and serve others with love is an idler. He who always wears the crown of contentment, peace, and love for all is the King of Kings, because he alone has found true happiness in life." The king gratefully prostrated before the Buddha and said, "Accept me, O Buddha, as your disciple. From today, you are my master. Lead, and I will follow." Bhagwan Baba says, "Be like the tortoise that can live in water or on land. That is to say, cultivate the inner calm that helps you remain with the thought of God. Whether you are alone or in a crowd, the true inner solitude is when you are not aware of the crowd around you. When you are able to remain undisturbed by others, then you have perfect inner solitude." Jai Sai Ram.